No matter where you are in this bigger world, dance like you used to do when you were a boy or girl. Don't matter your location, anyone from any nation. I just wanna know. Will you dance with me? Dance with me. Can we take it slow? Take it slow. Catch feeling, feeling. It's in the air. You can feel the groove. Let your body move. Make it go. Ra-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Feeling the sunshine on me. Feeling the music running through my veins. Feeling the rhythm pumping in my feet. Make you wanna go. Ra-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Will you dance with me? Dance with me. Can we take it slow? Take it slow. Catch feeling, feeling. It's in the air. You can feel the groove. Let your body move. Make it go. Might sound a little bit crazy, but I don't care. All I wanna do is put my hands up in the air. While my waistline bring it up, down, and round. If you could keep up, then we can get down. Can you feel it? Does the music make you feel alive? Does it make you wanna go? Will you dance with me? Dance with me. Can we take it slow? Take it slow. Catch feeling, feeling. It's in the air. You can feel the groove. Let your body move. Make it go. Feeling the sunshine on me. Feeling the music running through my veins. Feeling the rhythm pumping in my feet. Make you wanna go. Get it on your feet and dance with me. Dirty wine, dirty wine. Let me see you. Dirty wine. Rock it down, rock it down. Rock it down. Do the one drop, do the one drop. Skip to my loo, let me see you do the one drop. Will you dance with me? Dance with me. Can we take it slow? Take it slow. Catch feeling, feeling. It's in the air. You can feel the groove. Let your body move. Make it go. Ra-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum.
And she said, talk to me nice, talk to me nice. Tell me something sweet, I'll pillow talk you through the night. Whispers to your heart and turn to kisses in your dreams. And once we in them sheets, you won't never wanna leave. She said, talk to me nice, talk to me nice. Tell me something sweet, I'll pillow talk you through the night. Whispers to your heart and turn to kisses in your dreams. And once we in them sheets, you won't never wanna leave. Make it better when you fall asleep. One call to make you weak. Give me about an hour and we can shower and blow some trees. Let me get between them knees. I'm a nibble like my tease. And once it's jumping, girl, I see visions of you and me. Yeah, I'm digging your essence. I like your sex appeal. Baby, that body's a blessing. I love the way you feel. I'm so addicted to that. Oh, nah, nah. And I'm willing to stay forever if you hold that down. And she said, talk to me nice, talk to me nice. Tell me something sweet, I'll pillow talk you through the night. Whispers to your heart and turn to kisses in your dreams. And once we in them sheets, you won't never wanna leave. She said, talk to me nice, talk to me nice. Tell me something sweet, I'll pillow talk you through the night. Whispers to your heart and turn to kisses in your dreams. And once we in them sheets, you won't never wanna leave. And she said, talk to me nice, talk to me nice. Tell me something sweet, I'll pillow talk you through the night. Whispers to your heart and turn to kisses in your dreams. And once we in them sheets, you won't never wanna leave. She said, talk to me nice, talk to me nice. Tell me something sweet, I'll pillow talk you through the night. Whispers to your heart and turn to kisses in your dreams. And once we in them sheets, you won't never wanna leave. the middle of the club. You say you running low again, well let me fill your cup. I got some papers in my section and some sponsors in the tuck. She been calling me Split Daddy, baby, please don't gas me up. You can keep your mask, I don't want time with that. Tryna know your heart by the time we start, baby, ain't no hiding facts. Maybe if you with it, we can start a tab. Break down the walls, you can let me in, I can be your quarterback. Come on, but I'll take right on the map. Oh girl, I love you just like Mary Jane. I give you everything, damn, I hope you feel the same. Come and make it better, just like Mary Jane. Oh girl, I can't complain, I need your touch, can't get enough. Come and beat me up, it's just like Mary Jane. Oh girl, I love you just like Mary Jane. Oh girl, I love you just like. Still I can't get loose. Won't let me leave, keep trying to pull me back to you. Girl, you got me going and I can't stand to play the fool. You got me breaking all the rules because I'd rather be with you. I said I'd rather be with you, rather be it too. Can't get too comfortable, I gotta play it cool. I've been stuck inside the cycle, I've been really in a loop. And every time I try to go, it's obvious and still is true. There's a string tied around my pinky ring and I don't know who it is to. But I like what I'm feeling with you, girl, I can't lie, wanna see what it do. Baby, I'm loving the way that you look at the kid when you heat it and get in the mood. Call me whatever, I'm fucking with you. More than addicted, I'm going to the moon. And I've been high and seek, still I can't get loose. Won't let me leave, keep trying to pull me back to you. Girl, you got me going and I can't stand to play the fool. You got me breaking all the rules because I'd rather be with you. And I've been high and seek, still I can't get loose. Won't let me leave, keep trying to pull me back to you. Girl, you got me going and I can't stand to play the fool. You got me breaking all the rules because I'd rather be with you. Boy, let's be honest. Told you from the jump that you can't buy this. You'll get addicted if I let you bite it. Ooh. Now I'm at your place, screaming out your name. Baby, that string around your pinky is for me. Can't forget it, I'm willing to come and jog your memory. Riding, diving, going deep. You can run, but you can't hide, cause I'm about to see. And I've been high and seek, still I can't get loose. Won't let me leave, keep trying to pull me back to you. Girl, you got me going and I can't stand to play the fool. You got me breaking all the rules because I'd rather be with you. And I've been high and seek, still I can't get loose. Won't let me leave, keep trying to pull me back to you. Girl, you got me going and I can't stand to play the fool. You got me breaking all the rules because I'd rather be with you.
You guys, thank you for joining this week episode of Bookclub. Yay. Yes, I know we're down 2, but you know what? We're in the summer. Kids are gone. Kids are here, actually. So we understand they will be back for the next book club. But here are the strongest ones, because I swear to God, y'all, like this book was very I don't know how to describe this book.
This book here.
How would y'all describe this book?
Very. in the moment.
How would you describe this book?
I don't know. It just reminded me of one of them books what was the girl's name? Was it Terry McMillan?
Mm.
And just like one of those books that I would have read when I was in high school.
Yeah. I mean, because a lot of the words, like how they were speaking, it's not like how we speak anymore. So it's very dated in context of how, like, because then one thing I can say about this book or the audio, because again, you guys, we do be on Amazon Audible.
Mm-hmm.
Again, for you guys that don't have time to actually sit and read, y'all go ahead and make sure y'all hit the comments. If y'all have read this book, let us know. But at the same time, for those that have listened to Audible, it had a lot of like extra sounds.
Yeah.
Like
Very dramatic.
So it was almost kind of like
you can hear when they was in the train station,
in the showers,
in the shower.
So it was like it was almost like a movie without the scenes,
pictures.
But you could picture it because of the sound. So that was a difference that we had in reading. But like, okay, y'all already know, before we really get into it, it's time to play a game. And y'all, we are on a point system, so we're gonna win. Oh,
right here.
Well, here we go.
I just wanna know, can I change your mind?
Season.
No. No. My least favorite. She don't like it hot. She don't like the heat. That's why I was like, that's just like. It has to be changed.
Sierra and Shane?
It has to be one. No, Jesus. You like pancakes? Me, you both have pancakes. No, don't never go to the grocery store all drinking that. That was good. That was good. I don't know.
I got two. Yeah, two. No, I only got one.
Yeah, all right. See, y'all starting to cheat already. Cheaters, man. Sierra, you got what? One?
If I was trying to cheat, I would have said I got two right.
I know it.
Do I still get 10 points for the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. So I got one.
Okay. And Desiree got 30. All right.
Wait, you got 11. Sorry.
No, I got 20.
Okay.
All righty, cool beans. So we've done the little game. Let us know how you think about it. And again, we want to thank Queen of Shelby, Tanisha, aka
Thank
Tanisha
you.
Hall,
Yes.
for curating the game. She again was monumental in it. She just had questions and she designed all of it. So if you guys are interested in adding something special to your podcast and or family events or game nights, make sure you check her out.
Yes.
All righty. All right. And now that I'm speaking about sponsors, we can go ahead and just jump right into the sponsors.
This production was made possible by the collaboration of our amazing team, sponsors, and community supporters. We couldn't do this without you.
10 messages. Whoa. Hey, you guys. Thank you for joining us on
Thank y'all for
TikTok.
joining
Oh, yes,
us.
we're on TikTok again. And we're able to actually have a studio.
Oh, look
We
at
made
us. We made it
Mama,
on TikTok.
Yes. Oh, my God. Yes. And it looks really good, you guys. I wish y'all could see it, but you can. Just go over to TikTok and check out our BrwnGrlz Entertainment page where you can see that we are live now. And you guys on TikTok, thank you guys for joining in. We're really about to get in this book. So,
Yes.
have y'all read Candy Liquor?
It's
It's literally just kind of in the title, right?
I know we heard the song.
Candy Liquor.
No, the older one.
Yeah, Candy Liquor, baby. I forgot how to tune
No.
go.
What?
You lick me, lick you. Oh,
Your Candy Liquor.
girl.
Yes,
let me
okay.
Wait, hold up. Is
Oh
it?
my
Let me
God.
I
lick
just
you
want
up,
to,
lick you down. Yeah. We was on the same floor. We was just on different parts. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Okay, we about to take it back to the hole in the wall. Everybody done been in the hole in the wall. If you ain't at least go once, make sure they ain't shooting.
Yeah.
All right, let me not say that because again, we do get kicked off TikTok a lot. So, so basically, y'all, so we already talked about the difference in the audible aspect of it because it did have sound. So how did that make the experience of reading the book? Because I don't even know how to talk about this book. I was clutching my pearls the whole time. Both.
I didn't really feel like it was that sexual, I guess. I mean, it had its parts, but I feel like, I don't know, I think I was maybe expecting more, maybe, and that's why I wasn't. Now, the parts that were, sexual were very sexual, but it just wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting a little bit more. I was more in shock about how she was getting beat up.
Yeah.
And the situation that she was in, that part stood out more than the sexual part for me.
Yeah. I think because it was kind of I don't want to say kismet, but the fact that we also have the Diddy and Cassie trial going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know.
He was mentioned. He got an honorable mention in the book.
I know. And I wanted to play that snippet, but I'm not about to find the time. But I was like, ooh, they talked about them parties, boy. I was so it made me wonder because it's so many things that I want to talk about in this book. That's not just about the sex and everything that was going on, even though that was pretty steamy. But
it was some good.
It was
some
good,
sex parts in there.
At moments I'm like,
It didn't stand out as much as the actual story that was being
told, and I think they did a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, this was written a while ago, so the way it speaks is different than how we speak today, right?
Yeah.
But I did find it interesting, in wondering, okay, was this book based off someone? Something that happened, an experience, or is it a culmination of these things that people have heard about, someone's experience,
and the power.
And
power behind this person.
And when we think about the whole Me Too movement and how we've gone, from this type of entertainment, this is what people Empower did at a time. We had Nickelodeon, Disney, all of them were scandals, right?
Yeah.
And now we're moving into this movement where it's no, it's peace. We're having no. Did he make you feel safe?
Yeah.
And I'm not joking about it, but I am because I'm a little sarcastic. But it is a vast difference in only what 10, 15 years can do. Especially people are no, I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
So okay, my next question, to a degree, because I guess that wasn't really a question. But like my next question is kind of like the characters. Like, who was your favorite character? Who did you not like?
Her little sister.
But why though?
Because she was a pain in the fucking ass.
But she did become a pain in the ass until she was.
It don't matter. She still was a pain in the ass. That doesn't change anything.
I mean, yeah.
Just because of what happened doesn't make her any less a pain in the ass. She was a pain in the fucking ass.
She got shot in the head.
She did get shot in the ass. It doesn't. So that means just because something happens to you, that means you could just be a pain in the ass and it doesn't matter.
But that's sisters. You understand? That's
But again, so just because something happens to you, that means you can just be a pain in the ass and everybody's supposed to be okay with it.
But you know how sisters are, and you had to explain it to me one time.
I know how sisters are. I have 3 of them.
So you know, there's always that dramatic sister that takes one tragic moment and stretches it out.
But see, here's the thing.
Exactly. But my thing is, and I'm not, and forget about just being a sister. It's just being a person in general. Just because something happens to you doesn't mean that, okay, I can be an asshole and I'm supposed to be accepted by everybody and everybody's supposed to be okay with you being a fucking asshole. No,
I get that.
I mean, I definitely understand that. But I think for me, what had like really triggered me was Candy. Like, to me, I'm not saying that all of this could have been avoided, but literally this man is telling you, you want your mom to run this thing? Like, you know, her trying to get her mom to do it. And I get it to a degree, but your mom is a very not so reliable person, right? And I feel like that was the gullible naivety.
But she was also young though.
Yeah,
like that's what she was supposed to do. Like she wanted to pursue her dreams. It was her time. She had it was her time to try to pursue her dreams. I don't fault her for that. Was it a good decision? No. It was a very stupid decision to make her mom do that. But as a kid, what else can you do? If somebody is telling you that you're going to be able to live out the dream that you've had since you were little, like, I'm going to go and do what I can to go pursue that.
But then let's talk about the naivety and the youngness of it, because that decision she made, that one decision she made, got her mom killed, technically, her sister almost killed, her in servitude, not even servitude, I don't know what that was, but she was in captivity. Captivity for a dream that, like, literally,
she was a slave.
She was a slave, like, you know. And then the end, when this man, like, I'm trying to figure out, like, was she getting shot up with like drugs or like what?
And it must have been some type of drugs or something like that.
And I hope it wasn't, because in my mind, I'm sitting here like, girl, you about to be out. But you know, thankfully the book didn't end that way. But like, I really looked at Candy's decision and I was like, you know, all of this was, you know, and when she talked about it towards the end is when she was saying that she could see the same look in these people's eyes about, you know, trying to reach a level of success and stardom. Like, they're hungry, but they have no idea what they're getting themselves into, and how this life could turn their whole lives and everyone attached to them upside down. And so I just kind of felt like, you know, that's that youngness, that naivety, was where you think you know everything, but you really don't. And you put yourself in these situations. And then, you know, fortunately, knowledge was there to kind of help her through that, out of it. Because he was like, I'm not trying to control you. We all need a man like that, aka knowledge. We all need a man that's like, no. Because then it was like,
and I like the way they put, like, knowledge is power.
Yes.
His name is knowledge, and knowledge is power. But I think that had a lot to, so like with her mom and her wanting to pursue her dreams, right? If she had a better upbringing with her mom, like a better situation with her mom, no matter what, that situation most likely wouldn't have even happened. But her mom wasn't a stable person. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people, even when you're growing up, like anybody that's growing up or wants to be in the music business or in any type of entertainment business, you need to have especially as a child, an adult that can guide you and make sure that certain things don't happen. She didn't have that. It was just her. You know what I'm saying?
She was in the streets. I mean,
her mama had her in the streets. That's what I'm saying.
Everybody go rob this man, show him your. I'm like, what?
Right.
Like, you know, I mean, it was. She did have. I wasn't going to say life was no crystal stair for her. But I do. To me, I don't know. It's just it wouldn't have been a book, if Candy hadn't made the decision. We wouldn't have been able to read that. But when I look back at that, I was like, dang, there's a lot of things that I, did or could have done that could have affected people so differently in life. And I'm grateful that it did not turn out that way. But yeah,
it is something good to read as a kid, I think, or someone that's
like adolescent maybe.
Just because you learn that everything that you do has consequences. Like you have to make good decisions.
Yeah.
Not to say that we're always gonna make the same. We're gonna always make the right decision every single time.
No,
but we should always make sure we think about the things that we do before we do them.
At least learn from the mistakes.
And learn from the mistakes that you make. For sure.
Like we said, the last book club, be teachable. So you mess up, be able to learn from that mistake. And don't let it happen again. Like when you keep repeat yourself, it's like, okay, now I think you like this.
Yeah, it's a choice at that.
But then also like going to past book clubs and the books that we've read, and it's about we talk about computers being your brain being like a computer. Thank you guys for the love. Ooh, TikTok.
Come on,
okay, come on. But yes, so basically we look at your brain being like a computer. You could program yourself because there are a lot of people that believe that they are a victim to circumstance and they actually go and their brains are wired to repeat the same feeling. Like you could be wiring yourself to enjoy, not technically, like subconsciously, enjoy being humiliated, right? So you're constantly putting yourself in states of humiliation because your body is releasing some type of chemical that your body is now like becoming regulated with, right? And so it's when a lot of people do sometimes, I don't want to say like the pain that they're in, but Misery Likes Company. But I do believe that people having a basic understanding that you do or you can make choices and different decisions, or at least try to, and not let your situation or circumstance be what's defining you, if that makes sense. All right, so I want to get to the big plot twist. What y'all think the big plot twist was? So do y'all think, because remember when he was telling the story about how his speaker got blown off, right? And his mom was killed by this man. Okay. And then at the end of the book, like when the Jade and the sister basically was like telling her that was his sister and his brother, but they didn't know, right? Like
they knew.
No,
they knew because he said he was at the Remember at the end he shot him. He told him when he shot him, he said, "Brother."
Yeah, but he didn't. I don't think he knew that was his brother. Like because they knew him as Knowledge. And something about Percy Jackson. See, that's where I was trying to.
No, he knew who he was. That's why when he shot him, he called him his brother. He knew that was his brother. He knew that was his brother and sister. He was in the courtroom. Remember when he was telling the story that the little brother testified. So he knew who he was. He knew who they were.
Okay, because so she calls my name Vaughn. Never mind, because I was trying to figure out when she said, "Who the hell was Percy Jackson?" But all I could think about was Percy Jackson and the Olympic, the movie.
Oh,
the show. I mean, because but so I just kind of thought, like for me in that moment, I thought it was like, oh, he been trying to. I even though I still believe it though, I still believe that he was trying to set him up for the longest because of that, and then Candy coming into play just kind of sped it up a little bit because he started like he's attracted to her and he's seeing how she's being treated and all he could think about maybe was his mom because they kind of had like similar stories. Both of their mothers had died in violence or
I mean, I guess you can assume that. I didn't catch that from what I read. I thought or what I heard because I didn't read it. But it just sounded like he was just doing what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like he knew who his brother and sisters were, his sister were. They were in a position to make, for him to pursue his career. Yeah. So he did what he had to do so that he could pursue his career. Then he met Candy. She kind of put the fire under his ass to be like, let me get this nigga out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me, TikTok. Did I say that?
Sorry,
word?
I forgot about TikTok. But yeah, you know, he kind of. But that was my interpretation. I mean, you know, you can't. But you can't. I guess you can't assume that he kind of already had the idea of wanting to, you know, take his brother out, but. Yeah,
premeditated, definitely.
Yeah, but so then, how did y'all sympathize for Hurricane? Because when Janae was sitting there telling the story about how he used to be versus what he turned into based off of a
I did feel bad for him a little bit, but I don't feel like that justifies. You can't have something bad happen to you and it be okay for you to be a dickhead to everybody. Sorry again, TikTok. I'm sorry. You just. No. But you can't. I mean, you know, it is messed up. That. There are people like that, and I hate that for him. That's a terrible situation. For y'all that don't know, he ended up he got circumcised. He got categorized.
He
got a thing cut. He had a little teeny tiny. He had a piece of a thing.
She said, "Girl, the way she just kept describing it and giggling, knowing she was going to get her." I said, "Now at this point,
you asked for it
because the part that had me cracking up the most."
When she
and
said,
I think
put it in.
All
is it in?
She said, "Go ahead, baby, put it in."
Is it
like,
in?
What?
That thing made him so mad. He was so mad.
Listen, I mean, did he like? Yes, with a gun. He said, "You know, at this point, why are we laughing at this? Because it's not funny. But you know, this is a book, a fictional book. I think maybe we are allowed to laugh just a little bit.
A little bit.
I laugh at the Color Purple. So.
Yeah. You told her about
I mean,
we watched the movie.
Straw. Y'all, okay. Is that a book? Okay, we're talking about that book. But yeah, so I did feel a little sympathy for him, knowing that his manhood was basically taken from him. But I feel like, you know, because this happened at 15. Yeah. So it's like at this point, if you're not wise, and that is traumatizing. Yeah. Like, you know, you literally have taken like this man's manhood, right? And I feel like maybe even that was even like something that they did. Like he was victim of being grown up in a time. They said
they did that to a couple of people at that hospital.
And I'm like, what? And I'm sitting here like,
why?
What? Who was he?
Who was the doctor? Like, why was y'all doing it to these kids?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why y'all do that?
Because it wasn't just him.
Yeah,
when they was talking about it, when the sister was talking about it, they was like they was supposed to sue the hospital or something like that.
They were trying to
because it was the lawsuit. Yeah, but there was because there was other kids that had that happen to them.
And that's crazy.
Could you imagine that this time of age?
I cannot. That is scary.
And I mean, like, I'm just like, dang, where the rest of it?
And when they said, when she said he liked this pee, he liked the pee.
Right there.
I clutched everything. I was like, oh my God. She's talking about he beat that man behind
because he peed in his toilet.
But he had the seat up.
It left the seat up. Because who the fuck? I can't pee with the seat up.
Oh my God.
That girl said he peed on his balls. I said, oh,
she said, you know, when it's a girl. I'm like, Candy. You know what? The resilience that you gotta have to still crack jokes like that
is insane.
It's insane. Yeah. Like, especially and not even to I don't want to really get into the brutality of it, but like he was, and then killed her friend. Somebody pushed her friend onto the train, a moving train. So I think it was different because her sister saw them get killed and was basically almost killed. She got beat up. She walked in and saw that they were killed and got, beat up, whatever. But she actually saw someone die.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the friend was getting on my. I get where she was coming from.
Oh, the other singer, the friend, she was being an asshole.
But she was Dawn and Vaughn, whoever the Vaughn. She ended up. This girl was so desperate. She ended up, what's it called, bestiality. She did that whole thing with no questions asked because she wanted success. Whereas, Dom, she was trying to fight for her friend. Like, no, this isn't right. He's beating on you like this. You need to go. I don't care what it is, but she's like making it like she's throwing this fit in front of him. And the crazy thing is she doesn't really know why Candy won't leave because Candy never told anybody.
Yeah,
that,
that he owns her.
He owns her, right? And so she can't go nowhere because if she leaves him, there's a price on her head with the mob.
Mm-hmm.
And she has to basically work off her day.
She was a slave.
Yeah. Modern day.
Sad.
So, yeah.
She was a slave.
So I mean, it was a lot of like, twists. I don't want to say necessarily twists and turns, but it was like a lot going on. And I think what I really appreciated in the book was this girl's like having and I'm not saying men come and save you, but men, y'all need to come back to this heroic thing. That's all I'm saying. But like,
they want to be saved.
Yeah, girl.
Okay.
Sassiness.
And then back to the end.
No, I mean there are some men out there, but I feel like we can go down a whole nother, like hopefully the next book we read is some anthropology or something, and we can discuss this in more context. But I really feel like it was very to have tenderness and amidst all of this darkness and pain and hurt, and for him to see her and show up for her and love on her, like her feet was hurt. Yeah. Like he'd been eyeing her since the day he saw her, but he was like, what, this is my queen, and I'm gonna treat her like this. I made the decision in my mind before I even talked to her. This is what I'm gonna do. Mm-hmm. And so when they were walking, her feet were hurting, and he took her to the house, poured the water, massaged her, and things went left and right. Mm-hmm. And so it was like
she finally got that itch scratch.
She was like, because I was saying, this is what was so crazy, and I guess I get it because I'm a female too. But it was like you're getting your beat. And you're still talking about, and the saddest part about this is I ain't getting none.
That's horrible.
She was like, at least if I was getting my doing this, then it wouldn't be a different story, but it would lighten the blow.
At least if I was getting the orgasm here and there, that would be great.
And then when he went and went down and was biting and chewing.
So I have the nerve.
So I had experience like I can relate it.
I have never experienced anything like that. Now I had people do a bad job, but not chewing and biting on it. Like, that's insane. Because why? Do you think that is beef jerky, nigga? Get off the way.
Not the beef jerky.
But I mean, because what you biting on it for? That is weird.
I mean, and chewing.
Like, chewing on it? What?
And then how he was like harassing her with his animals. And I'm sitting here like, girl, be friends with the animals.
I know, I wouldn't be friends with the animals.
Have y'all not seen Cruella? Right. She turned them dogs. Sit. Oh, you think you can run this dog? You like to shoot your dog because your dog's gonna jump on you. Man, you understand? Like, I would have been feeding that dog beef jerky.
So what about would y'all have when he finally said he was gonna let her go? Mm-hmm. Would y'all have been trying to go back and get y'all sister that bad?
I mean, I think she felt responsible for her sister because I'm gonna keep it a book.
That ain't what I'm asking.
Okay.
I'm asking you.
Okay, well, no, because it's a process. We have to
after he done beat your ass the way he beat your ass.
Maybe.
Would you be trying to go back and get your sister as bad? And he kicked you out and you sitting outside in the cold with no shoes on and it's snowing. Would you be beasting to go back inside to go get your sister?
I don't know, because you know what? No.
I wouldn't. I'm sorry. She would have got left.
I mean, I guess, so here's my thought process, right? And it's maybe because I actually have decent, I feel like we have decent relationships with our sisters. Mm-hmm. But I feel like for me, honestly, she wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for me in the first place. And then two, I can understand going to get your stuff together so you can come back and get her.
Exactly, because what am I supposed to do if he's gonna beat me to death? I can't save you either way.
No.
Because, baby,
I'm gonna take this time.
Exactly. You want to say, okay, cool. Her face was hanging.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently, and she was like, I don't even want to see what I look like. They're gonna go, oh,
I know,
like the reaction.
And you trying to go back inside?
No way, I'm not.
No,
I'm
what
was
it? Oh,
All my life I had to
but not even that. What's that? She was like,
Oh,
you do.
Oh no, you do right about me.
Yeah.
For real. I would not be decent to go back inside. I would have definitely tried, but if she would have acted the way she would have acted, my sisters would have acted the way she would have acted, and seeing the way that I had just got my ass beat, and you don't even care.
Yeah,
I would have just left. I'm like, okay,
you know
cool.
what?
I'm gonna try
you
again another time.
This life. And whatever they stumped you into, you got jumped.
And you got jumped.
You part of the game. What can I do? You know what I'm saying? But I was kind of sad that everybody did die. But and I think to the degree because and the crazy thing is at the end they were like it was a mob hit because I did like how Knowledge kind of set that up to a degree. But her even being outside, she didn't know that he was planning on going to get her freed or or anything like that. She didn't know that. So hell, freezing. Let me say, they might think I'm just on punishment right now.
Right.
So I'm gonna stay close to this door.
Right.
I'm getting treated. And this might keep me alive for at least another 24 hours. But then she was able to get in contact with Knowledge and get on the street. I really think that this was. Honestly,
when he came back and she was in his apartment.
Yeah, well, that's because she was. How did she get in contact?
The sister.
With Judea. But I forgot how she got in contact with him, with her.
She had called She had called that little place where everybody be at, where all of them used to hang out at. Because I guess the sister worked up there.
Oh yeah.
And she called up there.
Oh yeah, because he said if you ever need.
Yeah.
But then it was crazy how this man tried to set him up. He was like, I'm gonna set you up. You gonna win or lose either way. And the mob was like, nah. And the crazy thing is that you really thought that you was gonna get over on the mob by killing someone that they now is going to be under the one, his track record, right? So he's gonna win this case. And they
by the way, Knowledge is a lawyer because they don't know.
Yeah, sorry.
Knowledge
but
is a
if
lawyer.
you read the book,
if you didn't
y'all can replay
this. But
so
Knowledge is a lawyer, and he went to go do, fight a case for the mob in California. So he had to leave Candy.
Yeah. And then it was so I'm trying to figure out how he knew about Candy and him in the first place. Who snitched? Who y'all think the snitch was?
Wait, what?
Because he knew about Knowledge, or why do you think he was trying to off Knowledge if he didn't know about Knowledge and Candy beforehand? Because either way, he was going to die.
Oh yeah, I don't know. So I don't know what made him want to do that when he was. I mean, that was stupid. I don't know if that was actually the plan though.
Well, he knew that by the end of he said he either was going to win. Hey, I am Otis. What you talking about, Otis? Yes. Yeah. So, y'all go ahead and make sure y'all hit that love button. Go ahead and send some gifts. We're women. We like nice things. Okay. Yes. Thank you. So basically, I just felt like I felt like it's something that he had to know because he was already treating her this way. He was already basically not necessarily replacing her, but he was doing whatever and kind of replacing her.
I just think he was a selfish ass person and he didn't really care. You know what I'm saying? He knew, like you said, when he said he's either gonna win the case and then be fine, or he's gonna lose and they're gonna kill him. So it don't really matter to him.
But if he won the case, his person was supposed to put a bullet through him. So he was going to either way. So that's why when he was they were like, oh, you ain't got to worry about Knowledge, this, that, and the other, because either he ain't coming back. So they had already had in hopes or in their thoughts he wasn't gonna be there. But I'm like, bro, this man is educated and in the streets with you. Now he's double educated. He ain't, but and I wish he had his own. But then again, he knew not to trust them. But I do like how it came full circle at the end. It was a beautiful ending. It's a fairy tale ending. Kind of, sort of, but they did end up, her and him, Knowledge and Candy, ended up starting their own record label. And he was like, no, we're going to show y'all the ins and outs of this industry. We're not going to allow you guys to continue to be getting ripped off because he was like, I know the books, I know what's coming in, and I know what's going out, and everything coming in is going to him. So ain't nobody getting paid. And I don't know, little man problems,
little man syndrome.
I don't know what to tell you.
But how did y'all feel about the erotic parts of the book?
Girl, I had to lay down. I ain't gonna keep. I'm just gonna keep it. That says G. That says keep it G rated. But I was like, I had to touch. Oh Jesus, getting flustered now. I was like, oh Lord Jesus, this book really got some parts in there.
It was a point where I just had to go back and just read like, what?
To go from a -2 to a 9. She was like, it is still so left. I said,
that's the part that took me out. I was like, oh my God.
Everybody clutched their pearls on the count of 3.
It was like, there's still more not in there? You got more?
Woo! Yeah. Yes. Yes. Well,
I wouldn't have minded that. I would have rode that ride too, girl.
You know what?
Okay. We've all been there.
Okay.
Y'all trying to keep this as G rated as possible.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, this book was not G rated. If you want to hear the R or the rated R. If y'all want to hear the rated R book, y'all need to go ahead and go over to Audible. Definitely read it, listen to it, because I do like reading physical. Like I said, we have not had the time to actually sit and read physically, but we have had time to listen, right? And this book and its Audible, or the person reading, it did have like sounds. So it did kind of give you the feel of watching a movie, but you were actually creating the movie in your head.
Yeah.
Right? So I think that kind of like, I want to read more books like this where it doesn't really feel like I just didn't really feel like I was listening to the book. I felt like I was envisioning what was happening. I could picture the inside of the apartment, the fixtures, how it looked.
It made me wish that we could watch
it.
Like,
yes.
I wish there was like
as I said, make you thought
movie.
in the book.
Yeah. And because I want to know what knowledge looked like. Okay. Hey baby.
Who would you have casted as Knowledge if you could have made somebody be
in the movie?
In the movie, if you could have made the movie.
Good question.
I don't know. Michael B. Jordan did play a good stack. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say, get him in with the grills and stuff like that. Knowledge, and then I think, of course,
who would you make?
50 Cent Hurricane.
You would make 50 Cent Hurricane?
Because he already.
That's insane.
Yeah, he got this, and not saying that he has a little, because she kept saying little pee-pee. She kept saying pee-pee. I was like, this lady, I said, Candy is so stupid. Like, I would rock her, because she was like, I ain't never told nobody about his little pee-pee.
Oh, no, that's right.
I would have Joey Badass.
Joey Badass as Knowledge?
Who's Joey Badass?
I like that.
Yeah,
I like Joey Badass as Knowledge.
Because he's already playing that rugged.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Let me see images. Oh, okay. I can see that. Yeah.
But he's playing already like a rugged character.
You said he would play as what?
Joey Badass is cute.
Who would he play?
Knowledge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. But I do feel like, who would y'all have as Candy? Because she's like redhead.
I don't know.
Charlie Bronson. Let me stop. She was mentioned here too. Let me stop.
Keke Palmer has red hair now.
Oh.
I think she would have been a good Candy.
I think she might have been more of, I don't know. No.
Not Candy.
Because she was supposed to be light skinned there, right? Or something. Like the way she was yellow bone, red hair.
I didn't know she was light skinned. I thought she was like a brown skin girl.
Well, she could have been Caramel. Well, her sister's name was Caramel, And I'm like, her mama must really have sweet tooth. Cause baby, why
everybody candy?
Yeah.
Or what you call this? Ice Spice.
I mean, Ice Spice.
Cardi B.
What's that other?
She doesn't have red hair, but she can have red hair. But she has the body.
Glorilla.
Keisha Cole.
Glorilla. Oh, Keisha Cole would be good.
But she's too old. I mean, not saying she's old because baby girl, you're beautiful. But I'm saying like the character itself is like 19.
She could have played that though.
Probably like the older Candy, like at the towards the end of her life. Yeah, but I'm just saying like this is talking about like a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
So I think the oldest they go up to for that age is like in their 20s, like 28 is the oldest that they get to play for people in teenage or whatever. But yeah, that was a good question. Y'all, who do y'all think, based off of the description of the book that we have gave y'all, and if y'all hadn't, rewind it when we get off, and then put it in the comments on a video, because we got a couple videos, and this is up on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It will be up on Spotify and Apple. We're everywhere.
It's on YouTube. You're on YouTube too right now?
Mm-hmm. We're live on YouTube, girl. Yes, boo. Yes, we live everywhere. Okay. But yeah, so I like that would be a good question. We probably could create a poll for that. Hopefully, y'all, we're moving, we're trying. And before we move on to picking the next book or wrapping up, I want to give a special shout out to our intern, Blue. If you want to go ahead and put yourself on camera. Hey, Blue. Thank you. He's doing a great job. He's doing a good job. Yeah, he's doing a good job. He's doing a good job. Yeah, he's doing a good job. Thank you. And so we do want to thank the teachers. We do have interns, so we should be pushing out more content soon. We're in the training phase. Should not take too much longer. So I do want to thank you again for coming and doing such a great job on, the production side. So everybody in the comments, go ahead and say thank you, Blue. Shout out Blue. Shout out Blue. Yes. He is also a musician. One day I will have him create our theme song.
Hey.
Yeah. Yes. But he said he's going to Tokyo, so.
Going to Tokyo.
Oh, Korea. It was one of them.
Oh.
Let me see. All right. So, So, is there any last words? Matter of fact, Blue, what do you think about the book so far today? From not even reading it, from what we discussed.
What you heard?
Would
you read it?
No.
Not your type of book, huh?
No, he's scared of that.
He's scared.
He's scared. It was really good, though. It was a really good read. He was like,
Sounds too much for me.
I mean, like, and it is a thing, though. I have not read a book like this since I was in high school, like Black Girl and all those things. You know what I'm saying? These were the books that we read younger on. I'm not saying that they, deterred my life a little bit, but I'm just saying, like, these are books that I read, but I do feel like if you are going to read these books, the age range needs to be, in my opinion, you need to be at least 16, 17, to a degree, honestly 25, because your prefrontal cortex needs to close in so you don't make decisions, but also you do need to understand, like she said earlier, is that there are things, and I see kids all the time, and hell, I was one of them. You think you know everything. You don't know how your actions can cause a ripple effect onto people you care about, love, because she's now in life, not technically alone because she has knowledge, but her family, the people that she knew, the people that knew her are gone. Yeah. All because of choices and decisions that she made, even if they, eventually led to the right thing. It is still, a sad situation. So I do feel like kids do need to, experience that point of view so that they can think about the things that they decide. Yeah, be more conscious, be more aware of the things that they could come across. And hopefully, again, we're not even in that space anymore where stuff like this could happen to this degree, right? But domestic violence is real. Yes. There are still victims of domestic violence, men and women, so we're not going to discount one or the other. So again, It was a really good book. It had talked about love. It talked about power, knowledge, and it did have domestic violence in it. So we are warning that, and it did have some XNXX type thing going on.
Yeah, a little bestiality.
It was a lot. It was a lot. It's a lot. Especially at the end, I swear to God, I would have at that point after that, you wanna know how I would have came back in with a bomb strapped in my chest?
Yeah.
And I would have do everybody go.
There's no way that I would have even wanted to go anywhere near anything that had to do with that man.
Abuse.
Like the fact that she went back, even with knowledge, was crazy to me.
I mean, she said at this point, ride or die.
Because
So she said, I'm not going to listen. This man had my back. I'm going with my man. My man. Okay? If you're not going to hit my man, because she said she was going to be scratching and everything. But I was going to say something in relation, like briefly just kind of talking about the Diddy and Cassie situation. We're talking about, you never know people's situation. We don't know, how people were brought up. And there was a lot of things on social media talking about how, Cassie had a choice and Cassie could have did this and did that. And then you do have to think about the element of, being young and naive and wanting fame and wanting these things and thinking this is the way I have to go about getting it in order to get it, when there are other ways, but you have not been exposed to them, right? So I do feel for her in her situation, and she was, wise enough to Virgo him out of that situation. Because I just, shout out because she is Virgo. But she did get herself out of that situation and, started a new life. And again, like her husband was, shout out to him for being brave, saying that, she is being brave. She is talking about these things unapologetically because she's like, yeah, this happened to me. And I'm in a space of peace where I can talk about these things because this is to the extent of the things that I endured.
Yeah.
This is my experience, my life, and I have the right to talk about it. And, I'm not there because even knowledge at the end, and I do think that this is important for everybody, is to understand that you are not your past, and your past does not necessarily define who you are today. Exactly. It is a part of your story, your testimony, and how you are here today. And it has influenced you, but it is not who you are. So I did, thank you. So I do think that this was a really good read again. It's not something that I would have say, hey, this is what we're going to read, for book club, but it happened. The wheel decided our fate, and it popped up some type of way, and I was like, oh, look at this kismet, right? So we did, and it was a spicier read, and it was something that I felt like kind of just shook us up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So so now we can go to a boring book and be okay with that.
I was sick of the boring books.
I like self-help. I'm never sick of it. We could have read the 4 agreements for all I cared. Alrighty, so you guys, do we have any last words, remarks about the book club?
I think you wrapped it up for us.
All right. Then. Alrighty, so what genre are we reading?
That was good.
Yes, it was. All right. What are we doing? Guys?
Give us something good.
Mm-hmm.
Something good. Give us something good.
Tell me. Finance.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
All
right.
It's going to be nice and
Yes. If we're going to do nice and boring, if we might find if 1 + 1 equals 2 and 2 + 2 equals 4.
Finance.
What is that?
Finance.
Y'all get the joke? That was funny.
I'm still trying to get over finance.
I mean, it's a genre. Like I'm saying, we went from salacious to mathematics.
Who's picking finance?
Yeah, let's see who. Let's see how many people show up.
Who's gonna show about finance.
It might be my turn.
I haven't went yet.
Oh,
No, I'm saying my turn to not be
Oh.
here.
I think this book club is going to be mandatory.
Shady.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So okay. So what
Good
we'll
luck
do?
with that, Shady.
Yeah. So what we'll also do is we'll do a additional spin for backup, just in case. Let's go back. Yeah. Shemay.
This is gonna be very interesting. Yeah.
All right, so just go ahead and text them finance and
Have you guys ever read a book or had a book about finance that you may can recommend to us? Pretty sure Shani and Shemay would definitely find us something good and educated.
I've never read a finance book in my life.
yeah, we did. We read what is it? No, we did. Let me go to Audible because this library.
What finance book did we read?
Is it something like by Steve Jobs or something?
It was 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power.
That's not a finance book.
It's just talking about Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
That's not a finance book, though.
That does go into finances. Rich Dad and Poor Dad talks about how to move from being an employee to being a business owner, an investor, and entrepreneur. So
well, maybe my definition in my head of a finance book is not that.
Yeah,
I'm already thinking math.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about finance.
Math 101 or something.
Well, yeah, those books were just basically trying to tell you about saving, rules, taxes, and stuff like that. So I mean, there are different types of financial books. So we'll just see what they choose.
Yeah,
hopefully you guys please choose something a little bit more exciting than.
And how exciting can it be?
We could make $1 million off of it. I'll be really excited.
Dang.
Ooh, I'm like Candy right now.
Yeah, that's the after effect. That's not like a during. You talk about let's make it exciting. Yeah. How exciting can a finance book actually get?
This book club will be mandatory.
Look at
I'm gonna read it. I don't know if I'm gonna be here though. I think I got something to do.
Already. It's premeditated.
Wait,
I haven't missed the book club yet, so I'm just saying I'm good for one.
She's been here every day. Even when we were doing book club every Monday. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't miss them kind of. We just kind of rescheduled.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys, thank you.
Thank you guys
for coming
so much.
in. One last thing, y'all paid a bill. All right, that section right there. You seen that big old blue little box? Let's play it one more time. You guys take a screenshot of this. Y'all can pause this, whatever, later, and you can actually click on it. Or if you're on your phone or you're on a laptop and you have another phone, go ahead and just donate $1, $5, $10, $1,000. We're not putting a cap on it. But if you enjoy the content and want us to continue doing stuff like this, we do need help. We are a nonprofit organization, and we are looking to do a lot of things in our community. We do these videos or these broadcasts. We kind of shed light on who we are as people, some of the things that we believe and the things that we like to do, and also to kind of help showcase businesses. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. We actually have an amazing interview tomorrow with Simona Mason of Shiro Scrubs. Her interview is airing tomorrow at 8 a.m. on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. So you guys do make sure you check that out so you can see a lot of the amazing women.
Our page, please.
Yes, and support. Support can just be from share to $1,000, $10,000. I ain't putting a cap on it. If you want to give me $1 million, go ahead and do that. Okay. I ain't trying to be like Candy though. So I ain't doing that. But yeah, y'all get the point. So we're gonna go ahead and let it actually ride so you guys can go ahead and take another opportunity to pay that bill. I'm proud. Who we gonna play it one more time again? One more time.
Pay the bill.
Pay the bill. Alrighty, you guys. So I'm scared about my ear. So you guys, thank you so much again for tuning in to this episode. We will be back next month for book club. It's just the second Mondays of each month. You can tune in and check us out live. You know, y'all on TikTok, it has changed a lot. I've been trying to get y'all to see this for like a year, but finally they granted us access to TikTok Studio, and y'all can actually see the studio production put into this. Okay, alrighty, you guys. So again, thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you.
Ray.
I'm Sierra.
Jasmine.
Thank you.
This was the Brown Girls Book Club, brought to you by the Brown Girls Collective.
Hey.
See you next time.
A big thanks to our advertising sponsors and to you, our viewers, for being part of this journey. We can't wait to see you next time.
Oh.